How does it feel to be here in Paris? It always feels good. It feels like I'm coming home to my second home, and to be here as a part of a collective of something that is so special to us, but also France has treated with so much warmth, and so much support. It just feels great. I wasn't looking forward to shooting the scenes that Sam and I had to shoot on behalf, for Jake and Neytiri as a family. They're met with unimaginable and devastating loss, and they have to find a way to pick up their pieces and still continue to be a family and continue to provide for their children, and that was difficult. Well, I mean, Neytiri feels life, processes everything through her body, through her senses, and Jake is a jarhead, so he thinks he has to. That's his job, to think and always think a step ahead. That's why they're such a beautiful couple. But when presented with a challenge of losing a child, they're going to handle things very differently. And once again, try to find a common ground and learn and rise, not only for themselves but also rise for their family and rise and inherently for the Not V people.
France has always been a great supporter of these films, and the people of France, have embraced us. So I'm incredibly proud of this movie and the work that everybody's done, and we hope that this one connects just as much. I think the characters are getting more complex, and they're getting, there's a stronger depth of emotion with each character, and that's because the stakes are raised for every single one of them, and that's always exciting to explore. And with Jake, he's gone from being, shall I be a human or an alien, to the second movie, shall I be a warrior or shall I be a father? And now it's like, does he cling to the past or does he embrace his destiny?
It's exciting because this was actually my idea. Now Disney may take credit for it, but it was my idea. I said, look, we premiered in London twice. Why are we making all of Europe go to London when the French are the biggest film fans in the world?
I don't know.
Right? Come on, it's
Maybe.
true. And by the way, on a per capita basis, the Avatar films did better here than any other country in the world.
Okay.
Right? So it's like, go where they love you, makes it simple. So you know that La Scène Musicale is not a theater, it's not a cinema.
Yeah.
We had to make it into a cinema for this event. So that's pretty cool. We expect to see Jake and Neytiri. We expect to and they're fantastic. Sam and Zoe take it all to a whole new level. If you love those characters, it's going to be quite heartbreaking. If you love the new generation, the kids, Locke and Tuktire and Kiri, Sigourney Weaver's character, they all have much more to do dramatically in this film. And what I'm hearing back, I don't know how you feel about this, I'm hearing back that people think of it as the best of the three so far and the most emotional so far. Okay, that's music to my ears, right?
It's so exciting. We've all been looking forward to coming to Paris at this time of year and seeing Paris all lit up, and then to come here and see the whole, whatever it is, all lit up. We're on the water, but there's fire all around us. It's great to have a studio support a film so completely, and we're so proud of the film. And the film was a lot of hard work, and I'm so amazed by how it's turned out, because it's overwhelming in a wonderful, visceral way. You really feel like you're on another planet, and you get to do all these things you can't do as a human being. And I love the story, and I think the story reflects that he's a father, Jim Cameron, and he gives the kids a lot to do. And I think you really see kids coming, kind of growing up and coming into their own. And there's a lot of entertainment, but I feel like there's a lot of learning, and it really is. It's so melded well together.
Yeah, it's a great thrill to be able to continue to deepen the character and explore the character. I think it would be, if we were merely repeating the antagonism between Quaritch and Sully. I think things might tend to get old pretty quick, But there's a lot that's going on with him. He's being confronted with all kinds of emotions that he's never really had to confront before. Situations that are not in his control. He's a character who's always thrived on kind of clarity and order, and what's missing from his life right now is clarity and order. What a perfect place for us to be with our, Avatar. The saga has found traction with fans all over the world, and certainly we have a base in Europe that's very, very strong, and it seems to me that Paris is just a beautiful place to premiere this film with our Parisian friends and fans here in this beautiful, beautiful city of light.
It's so special. I have family here. My sister lives here. My niece was born, I think she was born here or in Italy. They lived in Italy for a little while, but they live here now, and my nephew's here, my cousin's here, my mom's here, my dad's here.
They're here tonight?
Yeah, they're here tonight. I got to invite my family. It's so special because they're all in Paris, and I have so many memories of this place. I was here as a little girl many times and growing up, and I love it here. So I'm just thrilled. I'm very emotional to be here tonight. She's very spicy, right?
Yeah, she is.
But she's also a hurt little girl in her heart, and so it was a real honor to be given somebody so complex to embody for a year and a half, and I got to do really cool physical stuff, like the training and getting into her body and learning how to move like her, learning how to lead people, how to have that confidence in myself, how to say go and then just expect people to go. It was very empowering for me, but then also the emotional part of really wanting to honor somebody that has suffered so much trauma and that has not had the opportunity to heal it yet, and so it was a beautiful journey.
It feels very emotional. I don't really get nervous, and I was so nervous.
Why?
I think because it feels so special. I'm also wearing a really pretty dress, and that I've never worn something like this before. I'm a woman. I'm not a girl anymore, and I'm okay, we're doing it. So it's just more emotional. One of the fashion capitals of the world, and it's just one of the biggest stages. Paris is so iconic. So to be able to be here, I couldn't even afford a plane ticket overseas growing up. So I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. I think Jim is such an amazing director because he really takes time with his projects, and we don't get to see James Cameron films so often, and we haven't had a fully action-packed one in a while, and this one really brings the heat, no pun intended.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for people to see how Saldaña blossoms. We saw her welcome the Sully family, and now she's experienced so much destruction. She has to realize that now she has so much more to fight for, and that's going to take standing up for people and making some other people upset. It's a movie for families. It's a movie where you're going to connect with your parents, and you're also going to connect with your kids, and you're also going to remember, okay, we're all fighting right now because we haven't seen each other in a year and we're driving each other crazy, but we love each other. This is a family. We see the Sully family be able to heal after grief. And in healing through grief, I think that's really when families bond, and I think we're really going to remember how lucky we are to have each other on this planet.
I guess I just don't even know where to start. I cannot believe I'm in Paris, which has been a dream destination for me and also for my mom that since I was little, I always promised I really wanted to take her to. And so I can't believe I'm in Paris. And then she's here with me. I got to take her. My dream came true, basically, and I get to be part of such an incredible story and be connected to such an incredible character. My character, too, can be part of an incredible Avatar family who these people inspire me every day. I just can't really mentally process what's happening around me right now, and it feels surreal. I mean, this movie, it expands the world, not just Pandora itself, but these characters, setups that we've gotten in the first couple movies. So there's so much expansion, there's so much unexpected, and so much to discover, and I think that's one of the most exciting things about it. I think audiences will walk out with their imagination just ignited and their thoughts provoked, and have just a really fun time with this story. Well, she's grown a lot in this film. I mean, she went through a heck heck of a lot in the way of water, to say the least.
And she's going to go through a lot.
She's going to go through a lot in this one, maybe even more. And I think she's not only grown a lot, but she has a lot more growth to go through. And so through that, I mean, there's a lot of action in this film. And that was really fun to do as an actor and juicy material. But it's not fun for Took. And she's just on the run, trying to keep the family motto in her head when it feels like everything is splitting the family motto apart. And still, she finds the positivity and the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, it's incredible. I remember when the first trailer came out for Way of Water, the first thing that kind of leaked out there was from a showing at a French movie theater, somebody doing like a fan cam in the theater of the trailer playing.
So
and
true reaction.
Yes, and the French audience was very kind, and it was very fun for the crew to watch that after keeping everything so secret for so long. I mean, there's so much new in terms of the world, the Wind Traders, the Ash people, seeing new parts of the planet, but I think it really brings new emotional depth to the characters. Yeah. We've gotten to know them now. We've had a lot to set up, and now there's a lot to pay off in this film. I have a lot. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say when Quaritch first journeys out to the Ash Village. In the sequence that ensues, I don't think that's something people are expecting. So top three would be that, the whole third act battle, and then just little moments, little two-hander scenes of Jake and Neytiri, having a marital argument that are so engaging. We all have either a partner or we had a mother and father who had these arguments, and
Really, really happy to put up a piece of work that we're proud of, and so looking forward to seeing what the audience responds to. I'd like to think it's the depth and complexity of the emotion. I mean, Sam as Jake gives an amazingly complex performance when you consider sort of the family dynamic that he has to try to control, and hopefully as parents see it, they'll understand it from the son's perspective and the father's perspective. And then there's new characters, new clans and new characters for us. The advent of the Ash tribe. Again, the level of acting, I think, just got so... I think the interaction between the two characters, himself and Una particularly, I think is a new level for us as far as... one, the intimacy, two, the power, and I think just the charisma on screen. Together they're electric, to be honest. It's an immersive experience. It's a family movie, it's an intimate movie, but it's a spectacle, and the idea is, I'd like to say it's not just a movie, it's an experience. And our hope is to take people on a journey for the holidays.
Oh, I love being in Paris. I used to work here a lot when I was younger as a musician. I've worked with many French artists and French directors, so I feel very at home here. It's an astonishingly great venue, so I'm very, very excited by today. This one needed a change direction. We've had, the first one was about discovery and Jake and Neytiri, the second one was about the family, and this one is about how we process loss, but also we meet the Ash, and we meet the Wind Traders, so that gave me a whole new palette of colours to play with, and I think that was... Jim wanted me to go somewhere new with this, and I think hopefully we succeeded.